I think that there's something deep in the heart of every human being that longs for a relationship with God. Easter was the first feast that Christians celebrated. Later on, it took on the additional flavor of being a time when those who are already baptized re-examine their lives and recommit themselves more deeply to the Christian faith. So that's where we get the whole custom of giving things up for Lent. We give things up so that we can focus more on our spiritual lives. Well, the day before Ash Wednesday is called Shrove Tuesday, and of course Shrove Tuesday is associated also with Mardi Gras and eating up all the stuff that you're going to give up for Lent. And Ash Wednesday, of course, is characterized by the fact that on Ash Wednesday we take the ashes that we burnt and impose them on people's heads with the words, "Remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return." And it's a rite that's meant to remind us that we need to approach our religious lives with a certain amount of humility. And so we do believe very, very strongly that the liturgies that, particularly in Holy Week and Easter, are rites and rituals that speak deeply to the human longing. So in the last week of Jesus' life, Jesus, as it were, lives our own life in his life, and we can see in his last days our own experiences. So the point of Holy Week is to turn the church into a little Jerusalem, where we relive with Jesus the last week of his life. And that week begins on Palm Sunday, where we commemorate Jesus' entry into Jerusalem. Monday and Tuesday in Holy Week are kind of quiet days of quiet devotion. And then on Wednesday, we sing an ancient service called Tenebrae. There are a lot of candles that are lit at the beginning of the service, and they are gradually extinguished during the course of the service until the church is in complete darkness. It's a moving, beautiful service, one of our most popular services here in the year. And then Maundy Thursday is the day that we remember the Last Supper. So Good Friday is the most desolate day of the year on which we commemorate the death of the Lord. And the service is a beautiful, stark service. Then we carry the cross in, which is then venerated by the congregation. They come and they kiss it, or they touch it, or they bow to it, which really is the story of Jesus' death and the way in which we commemorate that extraordinary day. And then, of course, everything is quiet until Saturday night, and we gather outside to light a new fire. Fire is the symbol of life and resurrection, and so we begin the service of resurrection with lighting a new fire, and we hope that the bishop doesn't catch a light. And then from the fire, we light an Easter candle, the Paschal candle, a tall decorated candle. And that candle is brought into the church, and then everybody else lights their candles from that single flame. And so the church is bathed in candlelight. So it's a night when all of those who are seeking to become full members of the church are able to do that, whether by baptism or confirmation, as Christians have always done on that night, right the way back to the earliest days of the church. Easter Day is all about the Easter Bunny. Easter Day is actually a modern invention because in the earliest days of the church, the service happened during the night and was over by dawn. And so the services we have on Easter Day are later additions to our practice, but very popular services, and we get a lot of people coming to the cathedral for Easter Day, and those are celebrations of Jesus' resurrection. And they are beautiful services with a lot of music, a lot of flowers, and everybody has a sense of rejoicing. And indeed, at the cathedral between the 9 o'clock and the 11:15 service, there is an Easter egg hunt, because the Easter Bunny does come during the 9 o'clock service, and he lays Easter eggs down outside on the lawn for all the kids, and they have a wonderful time. Christianity really has only one core purpose, and that is to bridge the gap between human beings and God. So that's what Christianity is meant to do. It's meant to equip us to live now a heavenly life even on earth, so that we get little hints of heaven even in this life. There's something about the eternal about it. It's a window into heaven whenever somebody is helped, whenever someone is given things they need for their human life. It's a place where God and humanity meet.